Hello everyone, we are from Tradify team. We will present our idea of the Tradify application.
So, for the background, Indonesia has diversity and characteristics throughout its archipelago, one of which is traditional food. In this era, we can see that there are many fast food, or it can be said that food comes from other countries, and many people forget about traditional foods, especially in our young generation who have seen the development of the world. Our application will help preserve traditional Indonesian food, which can make users know about the history of traditional food in Indonesia.
And then we choose Tradify for our team experience survey and the young generation because the young generation in this era forget where the traditional food come from, the no shape of the food itself, and not knowing about history the food.
Therefore, we determined the purpose of making this project based on tourist, creative, and digital economy. One of the reasons is many of young generation forget about traditional food in Indonesia. Hopefully, even don't know what it is like. Second is, Indonesia is a country that is very rich in typical cuisine, but many are almost extinct because they are not preserved. And last is helping to preserve and increase awareness to the public, packaging the popularity and know of regional snack and dance.
So, what is Tradify? Tradify is an application which specializes in preserving traditional food. With Tradify, both local and foreign tourists will be able to detect their own traditional foods and get the information from them. Our first prototypes consist of the main feature like food detection and providing information including the food itself, like the history and its origin. Next.
So the next step is the machine learning step. Firstly, we gathered and made our self-made dataset from various research, and it is including choosing, slicing, and formatting. After gathering the dataset, we do the pre-processing data such as rescaling, resizing, and do several augmentating data with Keras, and we also use cut mix generator to increase training data and also improving the performance. Decided, we also use transfer learning and we choose FGG19, and after that we set it with additional layers. And finally, we have the customized model. We train it, evaluating it, and finally we make simple prediction from the existing model.
Okay, next, cloud computing step. First, create a project named Tradify under Bangkit Academy organization. Second, add two new principal from mobile development path and give them roles as owners so they can manage and use Firestore database. Third, enable App Engine API, cloning the application from GitHub using Cloud Shell. Deploy application and machine learning model to Google Cloud Platform using App Engine. The last, prepare database environment using Firestore. Create Cloud Firestore in native mode. Create Firebase project using Firebase console. Enable the Google Analytics. Apply region to the project and connect the Firestore to the application.
And for mobile development, we first design UI application in Figma and then implement design into the application project. And then we implement XML to intent and we implement Firebase from cloud computing backend and also feature testing. Next. This deploying app using engine by CC. And next.
And next, we have our project milestone for this year. Uh, so in July, we will improving existing model, such as adding more data and improve the model performance. And after that, in August, we create more proper business model. And after that, we can adding new feature on our application. And on September, we will release our first go to public application phase. And finally, on October, we can do testing and evaluating our first application. So this is the budgeting. We have two budgeting. The first one is this. We can see that there are three main focus. The first one is team salary with 20%, and then marketing and research 30%, and the last is for research for operational such as infrastructure and production. It is 50%. And the second budgeting, we have more various focus such as in salary, research, marketing, market research, and we also input the copyright things and future development, and we have other expenses such as for emergency.
Okay, that's the presentation from the Tradify team. We hope that Tradify can have a good impact on the community and the surrounding environment. Thank you.